Step into the building, raise your holy hand. Look so sanctified, but the heart makes other plans. He follows close, yeah, he follows near, but he can't see the truth through his own manufactured tears. He saw the fish and the bread multiply. He saw the blind man open his eyes with a cry. He shouted Hosanna when the way was high, but when the cross came near, he was too busy asking why. He wants the fire, but not the refiner's flame. He wants the glory, but he's too ashamed to admit his little altar is a stage for his own name. And the offering he's bringing is a mirror and a frame. He ate the bread that Jesus gave, but he never ate the body. He drank the cup, but he treated it like a party. He followed for the miracles, the hype, the thrill, but when Jesus talked to dying, he took a spiritual pill. He's got a Bible in his pocket and a serpent on his sleeve. He prays to win the lottery, but refuses to believe that the kingdom isn't currency, the kingdom isn't fame. It's a splintered, bloody carpenter who calls him by his name. He follows, but he doesn't see. The light is right in front, but his heart's a counterfeit key. He's inches from the gate, but the doors are holding tight. He screams, Lord, Lord, every day, but he's still in the night. Turn around, turn around, turn around. He loves the praise of men more than the crown of thorns. He's dressed like a king, but his spirit's ripped and torn. He follows Jesus daily, but the truth he just ignores. He ties his 10%. He posts it on his story. He needs the world to see his so-called kingdom glory. He quotes the scriptures perfectly, verse in chapter 2, but uses them to tear down folks who don't fit his crew. He's a Pharisee with AirPods, a Sadducee with swag. He carries a heavy cross, but it's just a designer bag. He says, I love the Lord, but his schedule's fully booked with meet and greets and podcasts and every self-help book. He heard the Sermon on the Mount, but he built his house on sand, cause the carpenter's instructions didn't fit his brand. He shakes his head at sinners, points him to the pew, but forgets the plank inside his eye is huge enough for two. He knows the truth is real. He felt the spirit tug, but the serpent flashed a mirror and he fell in love with his own mug. He chose the skin deep beauty over the bloody rugged tree, and Jesus looks at him and weeps cause he just won't see. He follows, but he doesn't see. The light is right in front, but his heart's a counterfeit key. He's inches from the gate, but the thorns are holding tight. He screams, Lord, Lord, every day, but he's still in the night. Turn around, turn around, turn around. He loves the praise of men more than the crown of thorns. He's dressed like a king, but his spirit's ripped and torn. He follows Jesus daily, but the truth he just ignores. Ecclesiastes said it. Eternity's in their heart, but he filled that holy space with a shopping cart. Jesus said, seek the kingdom first, and he said, sure, just as soon as I secure this endorsement, this tour, this cure, this allure. He's got the manna in his hand, but he wants the steak. He's got the living water, but he craves the fake. You grow up when you laugh at yourself, Phil Barrymore said, but he's too busy curating his highlights to bow his head. Monkey in the first song was ugly, sure, but he was real. This man is a whitewashed tomb with the Grammy and a deal. And the saddest part of all, the part that makes me wail, he thinks he's the wise man, but he's just a fool with the veil. I surrender all. I surrender all. But he doesn't, he holds on to the thorns. Inch from the gate, but he can't step through, because he loves his reflection more than the truth. Man, the truth can screw.